Hi, this is Bill Watkins. We're continuing today in Mark chapter 13. We'll begin at verse 3 as we're dealing with one of the more difficult chapters to divide up and figure out. And yet, there's some wonderful things that we can learn from it if we just simply look for a message to help us briefly today. As he sat on the Mount of Olives opposite the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when will these things be?" And the things he's talking about, there won't be a stone left on top of another. The temple is going to be torn down with all of its buildings. And what will be the sign when all these things are about to be accomplished? Now they want to know, when's this going to happen and what signs will there be before this destruction of Jerusalem? And Jesus began to say to them, "See that no one leads you astray. Many will come in my name saying, 'I am he,' and they will lead many astray. And when you hear wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. This must take place, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places. There will be famines, but these are the beginning of the birth pangs. Be on your guard, for they will deliver you over to councils, and you will be beaten in synagogues, and you will stand before governors and kings for my sake to bear witness before them." He's talking to the apostles, Peter and Andrew and James and John. "But be on your guard, for they will deliver you over, and you will be beaten." Now listen, "and the gospel must first be proclaimed to all the nations," which, by the way, Colossians 1:23 says it was before the destruction of Jerusalem. "And when they bring you to trial and deliver you over, do not be anxious beforehand what you're about to say, but say whatever is given to you in that hour, for it's not you who speak, but the Holy Spirit. And brother will deliver brother over to death, and father his child, and children will rise against parents and have them put to death. And you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but the one who endures to the end will be saved." He's talking about the destruction of Jerusalem. How do I know? Number one, the apostles are going to be alive. Number two, you know that we aren't in that age of miracles where it's given to us in the hour what we will say. They were given that because they had the Holy Spirit. He said, "Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody believe that I have come back." He said, "That's not going to happen. Not then. There'll be wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. Nations will fight against nations, earthquakes, famines, and all of those happened in the 40 years following the establishment of the church." And he says, "But be faithful. Be faithful." That's us. "The one who endures to the end will be saved." There are a lot of things you might not understand here, but he said, endure to the end. He told them, and by the way, it's for us too. Endure to the end. Don't give up because there's things you don't understand. Hold on to Christ. Thanks for watching.